All right, welcome to our Thursday factoring review. As we have been doing all week, we are going to be asking ourselves first, is there a GCF? And then once there is or isn't a GCF, we're going to be asking ourselves, is A equal to 1 or is A greater than 1? And just like the rest of the week, we're going to be focusing on just one kind of problem each day. So today there is going to be a GCF and A is going to be greater than 1. These are our hardest problems, but we're just going to focus on them for today, and we're going to be highly successful on them. Here we go. First, let's look for our GCF. What is a number that multiplies to 14, to 105, and to 175? And a great rule of thumb is just to start with the smallest number. So like the smallest number is 14. Does 14 multiply to 105? Let's see. 105 divided by 14. Oh, nope, it doesn't. I got a decimal. Okay? So next, what's another number that multiplies to 14? Well, 14 times 1 is 14. Let's see, what times 2 is 14? 7. So does 7 multiply to 105? Let's see, 105 divided by 7 is a whole number. Oh yeah, that's 15. 175 divided by 7, that's 25. Oh, okay, so 7 is our GCF. 7 multiplies to 14, 105, and 175. So 7 times what is 14? 2. Okay, and I want 2x squared. Look, 7 times 2x squared would be 14x squared. 7 times what is 105x? That's going to be plus 15x. And 7 times what is 175? That's going to be plus 25. Okay, so, and let me focus this, sorry. Now, I'm going to bring down my GCF, and now, remember, this times this equals this. So that's going to be 2x and x. I notice everything's positive here, so I'm going to throw some positives here. And then remember that these two numbers are going to multiply to equal this. So that could be 1 times 25 or 5 times 5. Let's go ahead and just start with 5 times 5. And then this times this plus this times this has to equal that middle term. So let's see, 2x times 5, that's 10x, plus 5x, that's 15x. Perfect. So this is my answer right here. Okay, next one. Let's take out the GCF first. Okay, I notice it's negative in the front right here, so I'm right away just going to throw the negative right here. Okay, what's the GCF of 18, 138, and 216? Oh, these are big numbers. Let's first see, is 138 divisible by 18? Nope. Is it divisible by 9? Right? 2 times 9 is 18. Oh, still no. What about, let's see, what's another number 18 is divisible by? What about 6? Oh, 138 is divisible by 6. What about 216? Is 216 divisible by 6? Yes, it is. So my GCF is going to be negative 6. Negative 6 times what is negative 18? Negative 6 times 3. All right, and we're 3x squared is 18. Okay, and then let's see, remember 138 divided by 6 was 23. So this is going to be 23. Now let's talk about signs here. A negative times a positive is a negative. Okay, notice there's an X there. And here, a negative times a negative is a positive. And then what was this again? This was 216 divided by 6 was 36. Ugh. Now, I am like grumpy about there being a 36 here. You know why? Because 36 can be 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, and 6 times 6. So that is a lot of possibilities, and I'm pretty grumpy about it. But it's okay. We're just going to go one step at a time. 3x times x. If I'm multiplying to a negative, let's go ahead and put a positive and a negative here. Let's list my possibilities. I'm going to list them here because I have a lot. 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, and 6 times 6. Let's go ahead and try the 6 and 6 first because that's like pretty much only one possibility. I don't have to switch them. So let's just try this. 3x times 6, that's 18x. Oh, that's negative 18x. Plus 6x, okay, that's negative 12x. So that didn't work. Okay, let's try 4 and 9. Okay. 3x times negative 9 is negative 27x. Plus 4x, that's negative 23x. Ooh, all right, I got close, man. Got pretty lucky. Look, that was negative 23. I need it to be positive 23. So I'm going to keep the 4 and 9. I'm going to make them a little bit neater and darker. I'm going to keep the 4 and 9 where they are, but I'm going to switch the signs. I'm going to make this the negative sign and this the positive sign. That way, 3x times 9, that's positive 27, and then negative 4x, that's positive 23. And here's my answer. Okay, last one. What's the GCF of 20, 92, and 48? So let's see, 20 doesn't multiply to 92. Neither does 10, right? I can see it doesn't end in a 0. What's another factor of 20? 5 also doesn't multiply to 92, right? It would end in a 0 or 5. How about 4? Does 4 multiply to 92? Let's see. 92 divided by 4. Nope, it does. So let's go ahead and take out a 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 23, we just did this math, is 92. And 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, now I notice I have two numbers that multiply to a positive, add to a negative. So I'm right away going to put my two negatives here. I know that this times this is going to be 5x squared. And this times this is going to equal 12. So my possibilities are 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. All right, here we go. Let's start with 3 and 4. So I'll put 3 and 4. 5x times negative 4 is negative 20x minus 3x. I got super lucky because that is negative 23x, which is exactly what I want it to be. And I'm done. All right, you go ahead and try the practice below.